Yo guys, what's up? It's me Tickflight, here back for another Valorant video, today on my guide series. Fade is next in chronological order, but I'm going to be skipping over Fade since I do need to do a little bit more work on my Fade course before it's ready for publishing. So I'm going to skip and go straight to Harbour. I've done a Gecko guide, so probably next week I'll do Deadlock, and Fade will be the last in the series. Feels like I've been so quick for this, but we're nearly done. Let's go. Deadlock is another controller. Like I said, there are two lines. I don't think I've said this before. There are two kinds of controllers. Line smokers, whose smokes set them off a line, like Viper and Harbour. There are only two. And dome smokers, which smoke using spheres. A line smoker's kit consists of a line wall and usually a dome that lets them play in safer positions. They may or may not have other things to help them push, like this, or other things. Let's start with an ability breakdown for Harbour. Harbour's C, Cascade, is a wall that moves forward, and I can press C again to make it stop. If I stand here and press C, and have it go all the way, it'll stop there. But if I come over here and do the same thing and press C now, it stops earlier. So while one was over there, another one's there. This can be shot through and walked through. You get a slowing effect to both enemies and allies. That really doesn't do much other than letting you push easier. His Q, Cove, can either be launched or lobbed. And it's the same physics as a Viper Molly. You can't shoot through it, but it has a certain amount of HP. And the orb only stays up for a few seconds after it's broken. So if I break it, the water stays up and then disappears quite quickly. His E, called, High Tide, is a wall that he can move. This wall is a bendy wall that bends a lot. You do get the same slowing effect from Cascade. And if you do it right and move your mouse at a good speed, you can actually have it go a full circle. Like I did it, that's a full circle basically if I do that. And if I do it slightly faster. Now this wall does fade and it does come back up on cooldown. Something 5% as an energy bar. If I do this faster, nope, I do not get the wall. It's a bit hard to get the full circle, but you can. Now the difference between Harbour and Viper is that Viper's is on a resource meter, while Harbour's is on a cooldown. But Viper can throw this down, pick it up, and activate it on and off on cooldown. This is why this is worse. While this does block bullets, it doesn't block that many bullets. And it will drop really quickly if there are more than 2 people spamming it. If there are 2 or more people spamming it down. Viper's wall and orb decays you, which is really threatening because now there's a really big chance that if you get hit with it, it's a really hard for you to get a fight. Take the fight. This just slows, these two slow you slightly. These two slow you slightly for a basically irrelevant amount of time. And this one tells the outside world to go screw itself, because it can't touch you until they decide to spray you down. Not the greatest. But also not the worst. His ult, Reckoning, does this. Bang. These guys are now concussed. This is more of an info ult, rather than an actual attacking ult. Now, here's what it sounds like without anyone being in there. Here's what it sounds like with someone being in there. Hear the bell. Now, the ult is actually pretty good. It sends these beams up into the sky, so it gives you a lot of information. It does concuss them, it's quite easy to dodge. And it gives you information whether they're there or not. You get the bell start, you get that. And you can actually make it move, like an Omen by line or some other things. You can make it move faster forward by running forward, or you can make it move slower forward, or neutral speed. See? Which is pretty cool. His ultimate to me is probably one of the best parts of his kit, but I also think he needs a rework. If you use him correctly in a good team scenario, he's actually very powerful. Kind of like KO. I'm pretty sure I did mention this. KO is terrible in solo queue because nothing he has is good for himself. He can gather information, but he can't. But it's never him the one who can capitalize off it easily. He can flash people, but he can either flash them long and not get them, or flash them short and it be too short for him to actually get the kill. If Harbour is played in the correct team environment, then he's actually very powerful. What should Harbour buy? A Phantom. Nothing else, really. Random. You don't have to buy a shorty because you're not really smoke camping. Because the problem now is, you can take 4 shots in your smoke before it's gone with a shorty. Yeah. When does Harbour end up? Harbour's actually the lead. Let's go to my makeshift site. Because I can. If I'm the Harbour and I'm entering, say we start the execute from back here. Say there's a hallway here. Say that doesn't exist. Sorry, no, I can do that better. Ignore this first one. So I'm saying we're pushing. I Harbour start here, and I'm pushing up with my wall. I can stop the wall before I get, and I'm now the one clearing sight, and I stop the wall. If our jet wants to make more space, our jet can go make more space. We wall this off, and then we can go continue that. So he's the one actually doing a lot of the entry work. That's the cool thing with Harbour. Now, if you're trying to plant a difficult situation, say they want to plant here, you can go here, and they can plant the spike, safely the plant, that spike, not that plant. They can now plant the spike really safely. There was that thing of corner cages I talked about with Cypher. my cipher guide. And you can do them, they're just not worth it, because cipher can set it up and leave. Also, more controllers can do it, basically. Astra and Omen being the best at it, Harbour being the worst. Now you know how to play with Harbour, you know what to buy with Harbour, you know what Harbour does. Pretty sure that's all for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Adios, arrivederci. Remember to like and subscribe. Good.